You are not the father. Miss Miller, that's a lot of nerve considering the alternative is somebody that don't want nothing to do with you or your child.
I'm sorry.
That's a lot of nerve. What you cheering? I'm a single mother with nobody that loves me or my child. What you cheering for?
Welcome back, everyone. Today on Wild World Footage, we're looking at paternity fraud cases where men find out they are not the father. This is one heartbreaking episode, so let's get right into it.
I have been married for 51 years. Got 2 sons, 42 and 40. Damn deadbeats. I'm still supporting the little boogers. Needed to take a test to see if any of us had a kidney good enough for my brother. Found out something interesting. They ain't my kids.
No, God!
There's somebody else's. Of course, the only good thing is, I know it's not my fault that those 2 idiots got dumped into this world. Hell, I thought they took after their mother. Instead, they take after the plumber or the postman or the milkman, or, yeah, they were milkmen back when they came around. I mean, God only knows. It sure gets old. I do wish I knew who the real fathers were. And they ain't the same. She was bopping a couple of different guys.
So he knew all along.
But if I could figure out who they were, I've been practicing law long enough that I pretty well figure I could sue their ass and get all my money back that I sunk into those 2 deadbeats. It just chaps my ass that she couldn't tell me. I'd probably forgiven her.
Not around here, partner.
Maybe not. You know how it is. Yeah, boys. Y'all need to go get your own paternity test. You can't tell by looking who's the daddy, unless you're looking down at the genetic level. I've been in court thousands of times in paternity suits, and 4 out of 5 times, guy says he ain't the daddy, he's right. And the genetic test is the only way to prove it for sure. These women are hopping everything that looks fun. You thought you liked sex. You ain't nothing. Well, I guess that pretty well completes that story. I'll go home, start drafting up some divorce papers, see if I can't get free of that crazy bitch. I mean, I stayed with her for the sake of the children and the grandchildren, now the great-grandchildren. But they ain't no kin of mine. Fuck 'em.
Could you imagine finding out after 51 years of marriage that the 2 kids who are now full-grown adults are not yours? I'm surprised how calm he is with the whole situation. Now, what would you guys do if you were in his shoes? Let me know down below.
Look, I'm paying child support for a kid that's not even mine. I provided for her and her kids. They came and I came and lived with me. I opened my door and tried to provide for her and her kids. I did everything in our relationship to make it work.
No, you didn't. You did everything but destroyed it. Affairs, abuse, cheating.
I highlighted, that's the name I'm paying for. That's the name.
Oh, this child, Theotis, is not yours.
It's not my son. I love him as mine, but in reality, the kid's not my son.
Well, sometimes once you're married to someone, you didn't observe that she was pregnant when you were dating her?
No. Like she said, we lived together a year. Come on.
Well, sometimes when you're married to somebody, and then you later find out that it's not your child, it's quite common for you to say, well, that's fine, I'll accept it as my child.
I did.
Hold up, is this judge really serious? What man agrees to raise somebody else's child with a woman who just cheated on him? Not just any woman, his wife.
Yeah, I was so embarrassed. I didn't even tell my mom. I didn't tell my dad, but I knew. I was so embarrassed. And my coworkers, I mean, they bought me wonderful gifts. I can't even go back and tell them. I just had to hold it in.
You need to go back and tell them. Wasn't none of their business.
I know, that's true.
Oh.
But what I'm saying is I just kept it into myself. It hurt.
So,
It hurt me so bad.
and you're saying that he was abusive to you, and that's what ended it.
Yes, ma'am. He was very abusive to me.
But now, if you found this used condom in 2.5 months after the marriage, or 2 months after the marriage, and if you found him hugged up with another woman in the car, how long was that after the marriage?
That was about 6 months later, not even 6 months.
So how did you end up staying in it 3.5 more years?
Ma'am, I left him completely.
Okay.
When that happened. I have lived on my own.
For how long?
Since 97.
For the last 2 years?
Last 2.5 years, I've lived on my own. I make $10.73 an hour. I pay $945 a month in rent. $100 to $160 is what I'm receiving for child support. That's not enough. I have 3 kids.
3 other
total.
children, right?
I have 3 kids total.
So you're getting support for them?
Yes, ma'am. I get support.
But you're saying with the money you're getting for the 3 other children, plus the support from him,
yes, ma'am.
plus the money you earn, not enough.
No, it's
and
not.
you want him to give you some more.
Yes,
Your Honor,
ma'am.
what she's making, she's making double than what I'm making. My job doesn't pay that well because it also pays for you to go to school also.
So are you going to school?
Yes, I'm going to school. I have to finish a couple of tests.
So eventually you'll make more.
Eventually I'll be making more. My other kids, I'm paying child support for other kids also.
So you have other children?
Yes, I do.
How many other ones do you have?
I have 4. I have 5 kids altogether.
And now you have a child with him as well for whom you're paying support.
Okay. Another thing, I'm going to say in that relationship, she was the one who messing around. She was the one messing around with a member of her church.
Oh, that's not very
listen, I'm going to tell you. I did my homework. I did my homework. Here I am, busting my butt, working 2 jobs, 16 and a half hours a day.
Don't go back to that. You've told me that.
Okay. Okay, what I would do, we're in bed, sleep, I'll go to my overnight job, and I will go around the corner, and I'll park the car, come back. She's out of bed on the phone.
You played investigator.
Yes, I investigated. She's on the phone. She's on the phone. I said, wait, something's not right.
When divorce court...
Holy God, there is so much going on with this case. First of all, how is she trying to get money out of him when the child is not his? Second of all, why is he still with her? If she knows that she cheated, and keep in mind, she's justifying her cheating by saying he cheated, even though she's the one who got pregnant by another man. Like, this whole thing is just mind-boggling crazy.
Imagine being married to your wife and you have 3 kids with her, and then you find out that one of the kids is not yours. That means that your wife cheated on you. Crazy. How about if you found out that 2 of the kids that you thought were yours are not? Your blood is probably boiling at this point. Well, guess what? In Deshaun Flood's case, this man found out that all 3 of the kids were not his.
She belongs to the streets.
And to make things even worse, not only was this woman cheating on this man, she was cheating on him with his relatives. So the kids belong to his relatives. After getting this information, Deshaun decides to go down to his wife's job and confront her about it. She sees him coming and runs inside of one of her co-workers' car. That didn't stop Deshaun from her multiple times. And when she tried to run wild, Deshaun chased her down and pistol whipped her. After hearing that, some of the co-workers called the cops. The cops came, arrested Deshaun, and the wife made it to the hospital where she survived. There are some people on the internet that are saying it's a valid crash out because not only was she cheating on him, she was cheating on this man with his relatives. And others are saying that they believe that he took it too far.
I understand why he would be mad, obviously, but to do that is going on a whole nother level. Like, it doesn't help the case right now that his woman had 3 kids with another man. And what makes it so much worse is that they were with a relative. Like how evil of a woman do you have to be to pull off something like that?
Fatherhood, I feel like we had a kid around the same time.
Bruh, I got a DNA test, I don't even got a kid.
You for real?
I swear, bro. I thought I did. And then I told the world that, like, ahead of time, but I never got no DNA test. And I ended up getting a DNA test and it wasn't my kid.
You did 1 DNA test or you did more? Do he look like
I did
it?
2.
And they both was negative?
My mom was like very like, get a DNA test. You know how moms, they be knowing.
Yeah.
She was like, get a DNA test.
So did it kind of mess with you a little bit?
Yeah, I feel like all the things I was going through like during that time was like really f***ing with me. That's why I couldn't go on tour, like couldn't do shows and shit. I couldn't really, I don't know, get in my spunk and feel good and shit. There was a lot of shit going on, just a lot of confusion. Yeah. But I mean, it's life, you know, a lot of shit just happened. Maybe it happened for a reason.
Something ain't right.
Damn, man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Was you on some like, so you was like with the kid and shit, and then
yeah, buying clothes and shit, holding them, kissing them. Yeah.
That's terrible, bro.
Yeah. How your shit though? How's it going?
It's good, bro. Kids is a blessing. That's why it's like, I wish every nigga can like experience that shit.
I wish, bro. I would be on there. I would be on there right with you, like, yeah.
No matter who you are not safe from paternity fraud. This man was a multi-millionaire, a rapper if you didn't know, and he still got cheated on. And you could tell this poor man wanted that kid to be his so bad that he took 2 DNA tests, and obviously both came back negative. And you could just tell by how he's like explaining the story that this man is just heartbroken that his girlfriend cheated on him and had a child with another man.
Here are the results of the paternity test.
Well, what the fuck? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Come on, bro.
What you doing all that for?
Read this paper. What the fuck this say?
What you mean? What?
Read what that say right there.
They need to do this over.
Nigga. I'm not the father. I'm not the father. I ain't paying no more child support.
They need to do this over.
I ain't paying no more child support, dog. I swear to God, I already knew it, bro. Is everything okay?
No matter how many times you do that test, lady, it's still going to come back that he is not the father of your child. And the worst part is, she probably knew about it, and he was just paying child support, which makes the whole situation so much worse.
Is there any legal reason this DNA test should not come into evidence at this time, ma'am?
No.
All right, Mr. Wheeler, any objections? No. All right, then. All right, Stage 1 is admitted. Stage 1 shows that Mr. Terrence Wheeler is excluded as the biological father of the child. Probability of paternity is 0%. Combined paternity index is 0. That is prima facie that Mr. Wheeler is not this child's biological father. It does show that Ms. Kirk is the mother. As there any other anything else the state's requesting we do here today? Again, I'm getting ready to ask the state to prepare an order finding that Mr. Wheeler is not the biological father. Ms. Grant, the state will be in contact with you about pursuing the appropriate father for paternity in this matter.
You guys should rewatch that video and just look at everybody's reaction, because not a single person was surprised that the child was not his. She wasn't surprised. I'm sure she knows who the baby daddy is. He wasn't surprised. The judge sure as hell wasn't surprised.
Hi, Ellen Wright, Wright Family Law Group. So here's a doozy of a question. Can I put my boyfriend on my child's birth certificate, even though we both know he's not really the bio dad? So, yeah, you can do it. No one is going to stop you, but you need to know that it is paternity fraud, and you're not being really fair to everyone involved, including your child. So this is Massachusetts. 1 year goes by and your boyfriend is on that birth certificate and he's not coming off. Even if you guys break up, he's going to have a really hard time coming off if he doesn't want to continue to take responsibility for this child that's not his. Is that really fair to him? No. And let's talk about your child. Okay? There's now websites, 23andMe, Ancestry.com. What about in later life when your child discovers, if they go on one of these websites and takes a paternity test or genetic marker test, that your boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, whatever the case may be, is not really his or her dad? Is that really fair to your child? Lying? No. Birth certificates can be amended, and children can be adopted. So I suggest you not lie and do things the right way. Peace out.
TikTok has to be one of the craziest social media platforms because where else can you ask a lawyer how to commit paternity fraud? Like, is this woman serious? Like, in what world is this okay? Of a child you've been raising for years, it has to be one of the most heartbreaking things you could imagine. And with that being said, that is it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe. Have a great day.
You are not the father. Miss Miller, that's a lot of nerve considering the alternative is somebody that don't want nothing to do with you or your child.
I'm sorry.
That's a lot of nerve. What you cheering? I'm a single mother with nobody that loves me or my child. What you cheering for?
I'm not.
No, you were. He is over here breaking down because he loves this child so much. And you have no compassion for not just him, but for Zaylee. She's 3 years old. Mr. Rasmussen, I am so sorry. I know this hurts you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I don't know what I'm gonna do. She's my whole world. Everything I do is for her. She was the reason I went to work every day. I feel like my whole world is in ruins now.